Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Hi,
For anyone who doesn't know you, who do you say you are?
I'm basically someone who is passionate with civil engineering.
Mm,
Actually, I'm basically a civil engineer, graduated in the year 1994, and I have got more than around 30 years experience. And I'm into basically into core construction sector. I mean execution and all. And I had done a lot of industrial based construction, just like civil construction, basically for civil cement plants, steel plants, high rise chimneys of 275-meter high, then almost all industrial construction, just like textile mills, sugar mills,
mm.
almost everything I had been into, and just it's it's more than a work. It is just like a passion for me.
Got you. So I guess I came across your profile on LinkedIn with a lot of the videos that you do through Civil Engineering World.
Yeah,
I
I
never,
got a, I have a page. It is Civil Engineers World,
mm,
and I used to share a lot of this job related videos and all.
mm. How do you come across these jobs? Do people send them to you? Are they projects you've worked on
No,
before
no,
through
no.
associates?
Actually, basically, I used to do a research. I used to do a lot of research.
Mm,
I have some websites and all. I got two websites, and I used to write blogs, and I used to write a lot of academic articles.
mm.
And I have a Udemy page. You know Udemy?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Udemy course which
Mm,
I used to train young engineers to do what they have to start and all. Okay, and after that, these wordy videos basically a lot of them are from our construction experience. A lot of
mm.
them are from our workplace. And right now, I'm working with a company which I will not be able to disclose you. Okay,
Understood.
I'm working with a company. It's a pure multinational company having its base in Germany, and they are into basically into steel industry.
Mm,
And I'm working as a general manager there, as an associate general manager there,
mm,
and I'm into execution. Okay, I got a lot of videos and all these things from 70% from my construction atmosphere, environment, and a lot of thing. I do a lot of research, and I come across a lot of videos which I feel it will be good with some additional information. It will be good for the people to have a better uh, view about what can be done little bit different from
mm.
what we normally used to do.
Right, right.
Actually, my theme is just like that. We are doing a lot of things. It will be like that, some straight way, but
Mm,
there are a lot of things that can be done it by thinking about in a little bit different way.
mm,
And I used to normally promote a lot of videos which we can basically do in a different way, but
mm.
the result will be the ultimate. It will be ultimate, and maybe little bit much more than what we can do in a straight way.
That
That's
makes
the
sense.
basic. Actually, I personally have executed a lot of projects in something different,
Mm,
because there is a normal planning, there is a normal schedule, but
mm,
think of something out of the box and do something different.
mm.
That is basically mean that. Okay.
Gotcha. What got you into civil engineering? Like, how did you choose that as a career path?
Basically, from my young age, when I was into the 10th standard, actually, I belong to the southern part of India.
Mm,
Okay, the southern part of India, Kerala. Basically, Kerala, there is a place that is the experiment towards the ocean. Okay, and I belongs to that place. It is normally called the goats on country. Goats on country.
mm,
You can search it. It's called God's Own Country.
mm,
And as a small child, I used to watch the people coming to my home. Uh, at that time, my father was doing my home, and a lot of people, engineers are coming, and they are doing a lot of things. Everyone is listening. Thought he's doing something extraordinary. So that means I inquired, and he everyone told me he's an engineer.
mm,
He's a civil engineer. That is the basic thing came to my mind when I start. Of course, I can go for a lot of other branches, but I preferred civil engineering
mm,
because I think I can do a lot of creative things in for our country.
mm.
That's the basic thing. That at that time I can even go for computer science.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends had went for computer science,
Mm,
but I preferred civil engineering. Maybe I don't know. It is not a hardcore passion, but
mm,
it is something. I told you just like that. That the respect and thing that that engineer is getting when he came to do my small home, and maybe that's the thing. I don't know, but
gotcha.
I really love that field.
Mm. Did you find it hard to be creative in civil engineering as you were studying it?
Actually, when I studied, I felt a little boring. Yeah?
Mm,
But after the academic is always boring. It
right.
is something through we have to go a lot of things and a lot of studies and all. But when I came out of that, suddenly I joined a group. One Mr. Laurie Baker. He's from America.
Mm,
Actually, he came to our place and he had done a wonderful, different type of innovative construction. People admired him a lot, and he's into a lot of eco-sensitive and environmental friendly construction, which suits to our atmosphere and all. And after passing out, I am immediately into his field, and that I felt it is a very great thing to do something environment friendly and all. And he had done a lot of works, and including government buildings, a lot of small residences, and everything. He used to create a signature. Well, people used to admire him for the creative sense, the space saving, and the environment friendly attitude. He used to do a lot of environment friendly things, and we feel like the buildings are environment friendly. And
mm,
first, during my early years, I used to be with him, and I really felt like that this construction, uh, I should focus on this construction. And with his inputs and all, I
mm,
started my own construction company in my early ages, and used to promote a lot of environmental friendly things, just like mud housing, mud 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 housing, using natural materials like bricks and tiled roof. A lot of things
right.
which we we can feel comfortable at home, but feeling close to nature.
Mm,
That type of construction I was into. In
gotcha.
my After my passing out, I think around 4 to 5 years.
Mm. It's pretty interesting. I guess was there, like you mentioned, the gentleman coming to work on your home and just seeing the respect that he got as a civil engineer. Was there a certain field in civil engineering that caught your eye that you gravitated towards, like you mentioned, construction? I guess a lot of people don't seem aware that like a civil engineer, like a true civil engineer, is more so a land developer. And then from there, you go to the soils engineers or the geotechs, then the transportation, the structural, environmental engineers, transportation engineers, and the environment. Yeah, I think I mentioned those, but like having five legs to civil engineering versus just like this broad thing. was it immediately construction that got your attention, or did you try to dabble in the other fields as well?
The basic thing is that while doing a civil engineering construction or something like that,
Mm,
we feel like we are making something. That
mm,
feeling is always there,
right.
actually. The creativity is always there.
Mm,
After a long time, if you are seeing your previously constructed works, after 20, 25 years, you are seeing from some photo, and the excitement you feel from inside it can be, it can't be described in words.
mm,
Actually, that is the basic thing. But after 25, 30 years from my as a young engineer into
mm,
the field of eco-sensitive construction, and standing right now after 30 years, actually, I feel like that civil engineering, you have a lot scope of creativity is there,
mm,
because every engineering field, if means I don't know much more about the other engineering field, but I feel like that if you want to put a signature,
mm,
a civil engineering can do a better signature of his creativity,
mm.
uh, much better than any other field or stream. But that
Right.
doesn't mean that they are not involving in all these things. Everyone is involving, but actually most of the projects mainly uh, they will not be able to put their signature,
Mm,
because there will be a lot of stakeholders.
okay.
But in a civil engineering project, you can say, as a project manager, I can clearly say, "Ah, this is my project. This is my project. I
Mm,
did it."
right.
That a civil engineer can say. While if you are moving through a bridge
Mm,
which you had constructed,
mm,
and as a project manager, you
yeah.
can boldly say, "You are moving over my bridge, and
Yeah.
this is done by me." I personally felt that experience, and that awesome feeling you will never get in any other field.
I think I agree with you there because even talking to the laborers that help do the construction, they can think
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to that
It's
project
a different feeling.
specifically
Yeah.
and they can say,
Mm.
"Hey, I worked on that." Even if it was
I
just a
worked on
small
that.
part, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
I made a part of that
This,
come
this,
together.
this. I made it.
Yeah.
I have that personal feeling.
Mm. That's a like a healthy sense of pride where it's like you can start something and finish something because other times I've worked on projects I've maybe have 20 years less experience than you but
After
um
20 years also, and I did some bridge after 20, 25 years. I
mm,
can tell my son, okay, look, this bridge is done by me.
mm.
That's a different feeling.
That's a good point. I guess
Yeah,
before before seeing your work that you do on LinkedIn and actually thinking about, okay, hey, how do I do this not just by following the codes, the laws, and like, okay, how do you try to think outside the box and solve problems. Usually, like back in school, academics, it seemed like the architects would always be the ones that were kind of picked at or made fun
yeah,
of to be like, hey, if you want to be an artist, go be an architect. Like over here, we work on the bones, the structures. Like without the civil engineers, it all falls
yes,
apart. Like
yes.
your ideas are
It's not
nice and
civil engineer.
fancy.
Everyone who is creating something,
Hmm.
it can be an architect, it can be an sculptor,
Yeah.
everything who is doing something. But I'm not sure about the software architects, in
Mm.
software engineers, or the other field, the electronics engineers. I don't
Yeah.
know. I really don't have the feel about that. I don't know whether they can tell something like that. Okay, this is done. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about it, but if we are creating something, and after some long years, 20, 25 years, and you have a chance to have a view at it, and you are in a position to tell something, okay, this is done by me. That's a different feeling. It's a good one.
That's true. That's true. Because the
Yes,
other things it may not be as easy to see because it's like okay,
exactly.
like
Yeah.
someone might see you Google something or you're using like AI, so to speak, and like they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, they know the AI by name, but they don't necessarily know the people that work behind to do all the coding and
Yes,
things
yes,
like that.
exactly. You're
So
right.
I guess with the time that you've put into the field and the different ideas that you get to share with people, do you get a lot of feedback now from either senior engineers or new engineers wanting to get into the field where they're like, I didn't know what this was about, and now this is an alternative I can consider looking into.
Actually, now the problem is that I'm basically from India. What
Hmm.
India is facing, uh, we are not getting a lot of people into civil engineering. Just
In India?
passing out in India, and I don't know, maybe it's a big
Hmm.
problem. Because the thing is that civil engineer, they have to be in, they don't have any shade. They have to be in sun.
Hmm.
Almost most of the time, their work will be outside. Almost a tough atmosphere. They will be into 50-degree temperature and maybe minus 10, minus 15. But work has to go on.
Yeah.
But if, the young generation, a lot of people, everyone, for the first instinct, they are not favoring civil engineering because because it's a little bit a raw engineering field, just like mining.
Yeah.
Mining also, and apart from that, the attitude of the new generation is also changing.
Mm.
They want to do everything through AI
Mm.
because AI can do, but we should be backing up them well. Then
Right.
AI will give the result. They will not give the 100% result. But creativity, everyone wants to do things in a little bit simple way because with a click of button they can see it,
Hmm.
but they can make it.
Mm. That's true
They can
because
see it, they can visualize it, but after visualizing and making something at the real time,
hmm
it's there's a big difference. You can visualize everything. Actually, AI is for visualizing,
hmm
and it is not for making anything. You can make everything, you can make standards, you can make everything, you can get inputs, but you have to go there and
Right.
you have to make it.
Right. Right.
That's the big problem. And our new generation, they should be feeling that because the human brain is the ultimate thing, and human effort is the that don't have any limit.
Mm.
A is A can do perfectly only when we do perfectly.
Mm.
They can't do a perfect thing. They always comes with a disclaimer. All these data is what I am giving you. You
Mm.
should have to check.
Right. Right. I
But
remember a
in
professor of
our
ours.
early times, we are going in our college times. We used to
Mm.
have books. It is written by some big authors, and but they never come with a disclaimer.
Mm. What's funny about that, one of our college
That
professors
but
would
AI
tell us,
always come with a disclaimer.
right,
What
right.
is authenticity of that particular message or something AI is the input AI is giving. But
Mm.
when we are into schools or colleges, the textbooks are coming. They never come with a disclaimer.
Right.
It's not what we are presenting you is correct, 100%.
Right.
That is a problem. Still, they are still confusing. You never can take that as a granted and but everything we have to go out and do. That's the
Mm.
reality. And hard work is there. You have sometimes you don't know the dates, you don't know the weeks, and actually, I'm telling about the civil construction. Sometimes I even don't know the uh, weeks. What is today is Monday or Tuesday? I don't know.
Hmm.
I was so involved in that. I don't know the week. I used to check with my guest house menu. We
Mm.
have a guest house menu because morning Monday we get this breakfast. Tuesday we get this breakfast.
Mm.
That is in the menu. And
Right.
Friday we get bread and butter. That means today is Friday.
Right.
And that is a yeah, it's a reality. It's a reality. I
Right.
personally I feel, because I personally used to experience the days and all, just like that. I don't
Mm.
know what is that, because we are so involved into site, and we are into the schedule, we are into the project, that
Mm.
the mind is fully filled with the project and how to do. We sleep with that and we woke up with that. At that time, the day is time, whether it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that doesn't matter. I don't even know a lot of Sundays pass,
Mm.
but only thing, the menu food getting from that our guest house, that menu, that menu reminds of what day it is. Okay, today is Sunday. That's the thing. But that type of passion, that type of involvement,
Mm.
actually, that is required for the creativity.
Mm.
But maybe we might get lot of assistance from AI
Mm.
or something like that. But AI can never cross the human effort. And I always tell a lot of people into this particular field, okay, we should be willing to do 100%. Then AI can come support you 10%.
Mm.
Actually, now that type of mentality should come,
Right.
because ultimately we are the people who are doing everything. And AI is for analyzing, it is for supporting, and they will never go and do anything. And it is a wrong assumption that people are losing jobs just because of AI. It's nothing like that. AI never can take someone's job. We are human beings.
Yeah.
We have brain, and it never can be replaced by an artificial intelligence or something like that. And the next generation, they always take support from the AI. It's an extra benefit we never was able to experience.
Mm.
We never got that opportunity. If you want have any doubt, either go to the professor, or you have to refer a lot of books. At that time, even Google was not also there.
Right.
Lot of books, and you have to believe on that books and all. And maybe after a long time, some of this we might feel that okay, it might be wrong.
Mm.
That is the thing our new generation should focus into. They should focus into hard work, and for backing up they have resources,
Mm.
and it is not replacing them.
Right.
That they should understand. It's not replacing.
I guess how would you encourage a younger person today, say if they're going through college or they're in their first or second year of their first job and they're thinking of like, man, this is boring. I want to do fun things like my friends are doing. I just want to click of a button and like just have the computer do it for me. Like, how would you encourage a younger person to like use their skills and talents with the technology instead of becoming complacent and letting the technology kind of just lead them wherever it wants to go?
Actually, the thing is that it's a big debatable topic.
Mm.
Uh, it's not the first time, you are not the first one who is asking me like that. And the thing is that people have a mentality like that. They can, in the fingertips, the whole world is there. It's not like that. They have to be academically proficient. They have to be. They have the minimum IQ. They have to do the hard work, but they have the additional benefit of A. It is only an additional benefit, and they never tell no A application. They never tell it is 100% accurate.
Right. Do you think it's on
You should
individuals to?
you should go out, and I'm from civil engineering field, and I
Mhm.
can say, and Lord, before doing the construction, you get a soil report. Okay,
Mhm.
the soil report, it says this particular soil is this much, and the bearing capacity is this much, the
Mhm.
soil strata is like that and all. And one fine day you are going to start the work, you go there, you excavate, you can see and feel a
Mm.
entirely different soil. What you
Right.
will do?
Mm.
Can AI predict that? Even the soil investigator not able to predict what is below the ground.
Mm.
Soil investigation means you have to, before any construction, the soil investigation has to be done. For that, we have to take the samples of the soil, test in lab, and have to find out what is the weight that soil can carry,
Right.
and that decides the type of foundation we are going to use, that have a huge impact on the total construction cost and total construction value and all.
Right.
And that soil investigation report, I have a personally experienced that. As per the soil investigation report, one fine foundation is designed, and when you go to site and excavate it,
Mm.
real time, you are going to excavate it, and after excavating, you found that the soil is entirely different.
Right.
What you will do?
Well, I mean,
The
to answer
soil
your
is collapsing.
question, right.
The
To an-
soil, you,
I mean, to answer your question, I would think if you use it as a complementary tool, not to just completely rely on it, like you have companies like Elon and different people that are building language models where it's like, hey, here's the history of what we've done in our company, or here's the history of what work we've done in this area. So these are the types of soils that we've experienced, say, on the west side, on the east side, within like 100 mile, a 25 mile
yes, yes,
radius.
exactly.
And then with that, like to your point, using that
Yes,
creativity to
you
say,
have you
as we
have
run
to
into problems, then we adjust in this way. We don't know what to do, but then that's where that critical thinking would come in to say, hey, here's what I have, what can I do with it? And then using the
yes,
reference books and those things to continue building on on our knowledge base, not to continue doing things repetitively, just to build the muscle of learning and gaining the experience of how you read a Souls report to then build on the construction based on the design analysis and the actual, hey, we can't exceed our allowable bearing pressure, but we also taking into account the constraints that we're working in, and then we're making sure that this is going to last against all the elements, and it's also going to protect the people that are going to live here for 50 plus years. I think you raise a very good question, and like taking an example like that, okay, here's a problem that happens. Now what do you do? And having people answer that question in real time, it's like, okay, good this time, but okay, here's another question. Here's another question. And the way you asked it, I think, is a very, yes, that as soon as you asked it, that got me thinking creatively to say, oh, like I know how I would address this because having worked in soils engineering for the last 3 years, we did go into those things where we'd go out, do a soil test, we'd give the information back to the engineer or the client, and then they would ask, okay, hey, we're going to construction. Can you come back out as a soils engineer and inspect it? These are the conditions we're getting. We're getting more clays. We look at the report and we said, hey, this is what you would run into. Are you working during the summertime or are you working during the wintertime? Is there water in the area? If there's water there, what do you do? And then in some parts, it's like a distinction between the work the soils engineer, the geotech engineer already did, giving that over to the constructor and the architect and the structural engineer. And it's like, did they at least follow the recommendations? If they didn't, then it's you just wanted to go and do your own thing and not necessarily take the advice that was provided, like you mentioned, having those notebooks, the textbooks that were written and said, hey, this is the experience that we have. And if you decide to go on your own, that's on you to say, okay, I didn't want to do what the person before me did with the experience or the knowledge that they had, but I just decided to go do something else. But now it's like, if I don't have anything that backs that, then I'm putting other people at risk that are going to be inhabiting this, using this road, using this building, anything of that sort. So I think that's a very great question you raised.
yes, it's a reality.
So what is the last what is the back half of 2025 look like for you?
I didn't get you.
2025 this year, since we're already halfway through, we've gone from January to July, and now we're looking at August to December. What, if anything, what are you looking forward to in the year 2025 to finish the year?
Yeah, I have some plans. Actually, I have to take the channel, my page to
Mm,
5 lakh followers.
mm,
That is my prime thing. And I'm planning a lot of things to do because right now I'm a little bit busy in my commissioning and all, and I don't have a lot of time
mm,
because these all needs my presence, my individual involvement and all. And my main plan is that I have to take my page to 5 lakh followers.
mm,
Then I have to do serious commissioning work. Means some particular project has to be handed over to the government,
mm,
and that also it's there. And 6 months, okay, it's okay. And I just have to be more involved into LinkedIn,
mm,
and I'm not getting a lot of time to get into. I just want to be more. Even I'm not getting time to reply to the comments and all,
mm,
and I just want to be much more involved in that. And after 2026, I just want to be free, uh, take some seriously uh, serious time uh, to be in this platform, do a lot of civil engineering, sharing civil engineering experience and all.
got you. Do you have anyone helping you with managing your LinkedIn, or do you try to look at any
Yeah,
of the other
yeah,
platforms?
I have two engineers helping me, and without that help, I will not be able to do the technical part and all because
Mm,
I don't get that much time. Even if I work for 2 3 hours, I will not get that much time. I have two engineers
mm,
doing the background work and all. They used to post, and they used to. I used to. I used to check their means craft and all. And
mm,
after the posting and all, my website development, everything is done by them.
got you.
And only the core part is done by me. The articles, everything is written by me. But only if they are doing something, I should check,
Mm,
and I will give the note to publish and all. I have publishers,
got you.
and the people are yeah.
Do the engineers that help you, are they as passionate in of civil engineering as you are?
Actually, the engineers, they're what they're helping me. They are not
Mm,
civil engineers.
got you.
Yeah, and my director, the lead generation and brand promotion is a chemical engineer,
Mm,
and other is a mechanical engineer.
mm,
And I don't have any civil engineers working for me as of now.
mm.
They are doing it, but all these civil engineering articles, everything, it is vetted by me. You know, vetting.
Yes,
It is seen by me and checked by me. And
got you.
mostly I used to make the things and all. I'm getting that much time, but I'm not getting that much time to get seriously involved into it.
Mm,
And I'm not into big promotions and all. I'm only doing for that, doing for passion. I'm not
mm,
into brand promotion and never promote any brand or nothing like that. I'm
right,
not into advertising and all,
got you.
but I am planning to do something because a lot of involvement, financial involvement is there,
Mm,
and a lot of companies will benefit from that if the product have that quality standard. I am also planning to do some promotions and trying to get someone do the promotion part and earn some income from that because I have to pay to my uh, subordinates and all.
Right, right. And I guess with do you have any plans to move your your platform, like your videos and things to other platforms like say YouTube, Instagram,
Yeah, I
TikTok?
already have. It's already there. I have an Insta page. I already have a
Gotcha.
YouTube channel. It's a montage channel, and
Mm,
I have two websites. And I'm into Reddit. I'm into uh, the Twitter. Almost all social media platforms.
gotcha.
I used to share the post, but I'm not seriously into it because I already have a lot of assignments and all. Only thing I'm it's a bit more into LinkedIn.
Mm. So I guess how would people find you and be able to see more of your work or just start gaining an interest of civil engineering and just see it differently to say, okay, hey, this is something I can get into in today going forward from 2025 to 2035. Like this might be the direction that civil engineering goes. And then there are things beyond this that it just at a matter of thinking about it and taking the physical actions to actually go out and try things.
Actually, people after watching some articles, after seeing some innovations, people uh, should feel that either it's workable or they should feel that inner passion. Oh,
Mm,
this much can okay with this thing we can do this much. Oh, this is available in the market. Okay, we can think of that.
mm,
Their brains start working. Okay, this type of equipment is available. Okay, we can replace that and we can save a lot of things. That
mm.
lot of people will be thinking of that. There is a lot of innovations and updates coming in the market, and a lot of people don't know.
Right.
Everyone is thinking of the conventional systems and all, and they have their brain mad towards that conventional things. But just we have a lot of we have means market. There are a lot of equipments, lot of things, lot of technologies are available where we can do the work at 1/10th of a time,
Mm,
and we can do much more perfectly, and people are not aware about that. I want to
mm,
spread the things and all, a lot of things coming in the market, and these updates should be spread to the local means the people who are into the business,
mm.
and they should also visualize the factors, and they can convert that thing into their own, because
Right.
if some equipment is coming, they will not be able to directly take the input of their equipment, but with some modification they can do some work much
Mm,
much faster than what they are doing. And that type of thinking we can initiate that type of thinking from the people. And
mm,
this because in India, Africa and all, uh, the technology is better,
mm,
but the updating is not being done.
mm.
There are a lot of things. If we have a lot of excavators, we have a lot of piling machine, everything, but people are sticking on that old technology
Mm.
where they what the technology they saw is not the updated one. But
Right.
what they feel is that the technology they saw is the one they have to use. But most of the cases, the technology they saw is outdated, and they have to incorporate the some other technologies where they can do their works much for faster, and it will be technically updated, and quality wise also it can make the difference. And that is the thing. Basically, the quality comes with the updated technology.
That makes sense. And for from the first question I asked you, are you still who you said you were? Can you still hear me?
I didn't get to hear it.
Oh, how about now? Is this better?
Yeah.
So from the first question I asked you, when I asked who do you say you are for anyone who doesn't know you? Now that you've gone 30 plus years into civil engineering, would you stay, are you still who you said you were?
Mm, actually, I have a lot of young engineers walking around me, but there is a, what is your age? What is your age?
35?
Okay, you're 35. Actually, what I am feeling, what the inputs I am getting from a young engineer of 24 or 25-year-old, actually, it's not so promising.
Mm, that's scary.
One, yeah, actually, if one fresh engineer is transferred to a site as a trainee engineer,
Mm.
okay, first thing they used to ask is, where is the Wi-Fi and what is the Wi-Fi password?
That's true. Yeah.
During our time, maybe you're also 35,
Mm,
and you have much beyond that age, and that generation 10 years more. Actually, the people are not serious.
mm,
The youngsters are not serious, and they don't have any passion, and it is really hurting me.
mm.
You are
Do you,
doing some engineering field, and we should have the passion, create something, and that creativity, that feeling is missing.
mm,
People just want to do the job for the sake of the job
right.
and doing something here and there and escape. That is the thing. And earn the money. They don't, it is not about everyone,
Mm,
but most of the people are not doing, not not willing, or they feel like that it's no need.
mm,
You do the work,
right.
you can do only this much. I don't know about the other part of the country, but in India, the, we are facing that serious problem from the next generation.
Mm,
The generation coming up, they are getting lazier, lazier, lazier. That is the
yeah.
biggest problem.
I
Even
guess.
if you tell someone, you go and see what is happening there,
Mhm,
what you will do? You will go there, see what is happening. Their
mhm.
thing is that they will video call to someone there
Yeah,
and see what is happening. They will
that's true.
report us.
Right.
And that is a dangerous way of shortcuts people are
Mm,
taking. And AI also have a bad impact. Before that, if someone is telling you, okay, you just go and have a watch at it, what is Islam, some engineering thing, you are asking them to, I mean, study
mm,
about that.
right.
They will not go there. They will simply go to ChatGPT or something there, and they will simply type. They will take some input and simply read and tell us, okay, this is that. Actually, what it is going to do you academically, there is no change. They're
Right.
taking some inputs from an artificial intelligence and presenting to us. We
Right.
know that. We know that means what the question we are going to ask, what the question we are asking, the answer we know.
Mhm,
And they are giving that answer through an artificial intelligence
right.
with thousand mistakes. And if it
Yeah.
is okay, the artificial intelligence also coming with a disclaimer. Please check your inputs, answers, and all. They
Right.
never checks. That's the
Mm,
thing. That's the main problem. If you are getting some AI software, use it properly. First, check what you are typing, what the inputs they are giving. You can check. They are giving a lot of links. First, go to the website. Go to two, three websites. Check whether it is authentic or not.
mm,
There's no one is checking. They are shortcutting.
right.
That is the thing. And every youngster who is coming to the field, if you don't have the passion, don't do it.
Mm, that's a
Because
good point.
nowadays, the In our time, the engineers are, the community is very less.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it's a lot of institutions are there. uh, that means people, lot of people are into engineering and all, and everyone with a basic level of IQ, they can immediately join the engineering field, because nowadays a lot of engineering institutions are there. In our time, the institutions are less. We have to go through a government exam, and if you are passing only, we will get to the. Now there are a lot of private institutions. You can go anywhere. You can go into US, everywhere you can go.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you don't have, you have that minimum IQ to be an engineer. If you are into an engineering entrance examination, or passing out examinations in your place, and you have to secure a particular level of ranking to be an engineer. But
Hmm.
now it is not there. Anyone who is willing have the chance. They don't
Right.
need to go through any exams. They can directly go into an institution, give some money, and be an engineer.
Yeah.
Actually, that is the difference. That is the difference. Okay, there's no problem in that. You have given money to be an engineer. Okay, but after that, into the field, you should be having that passion. If without passion, you will not be able to survive in any field. It is not an electrical, it's not electrical, electronics, computer, everything. You
Hmm.
should be have an intense passion to succeed. And that feeling should always be there. It is not like that winning an interview. You can even easily disguise an interviewer and get a job. That doesn't mean that you are into the end of the journey. Means people should be passionate, and they should be studying everything every day. After academic, that doesn't mean that you stop studying and you just simply start and sitting and relaxing. That doesn't mean like that. You have to do the research, you have to do a lot of papers, you have to Google it out, you have to get the different factors. That instinct should be there in every engineer. After getting a job, everyone forget everything. Academic gone, everything gone. But they should be researching every day. They should spend some time and see what is happening in the market. Okay, we are doing like this. What is the new thing happening in the market? They have to search, and they have to get them updated.
Right. I I definitely agree with you there. One last question I wanted to ask you with just younger people not feeling really motivated, and even people my age, I think maybe two-thirds of the engineers that started out or graduated with the degrees, they probably moved on to another field, whether it's counseling, business, real estate, or something else, where it seemed that the work they were putting in, they'd got compensated for it. Do you think the leaders in engineering and civil engineering specifically have failed younger people where it's okay, we'll take you in, we'll teach you what it is that we have knowledge wise, and we'll just take your time, but we'll maybe keep you at a certain level where it's like there's no room for promotion, or there's no, you can come in, work 50 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours, but then it's like, okay, you turn around and you're not getting paid the same, or there's, oh, we'll just hire somebody else to do the same thing that you're doing. So it's like, for some people, it's kind of hard to get motivated to care about something if it just feels like you're going to go into a job that's dead end. And whether you're an engineer or you're working at a fast food restaurant or as a server, it almost feels like you're doing the same thing. You're coming in and you're just putting in time, but your time isn't being rewarded with, like, okay, hey, here's more work that you can go do, but not just like busy work, but work that you can profit from. And that, oh, like this engineer really put in the work to get it done. And now we can look at where can we place them to where they can grow personally, they can grow a family and things like that, rather than just, hey, here's an engineer, here's another tool we can just use and spit out. Like, what do you think of that?
I just want to ask you one thing.
Mhm.
Actually, personally, where we are from?
I'm from
To
Georgia. You said like,
Georgia.
yes, Georgia, South Georgia.
Okay, and you have a United States visa,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a passport and all,
Hmm.
American passport. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and I will tell you one thing. You are a civil engineer.
Mhm.
Actually, in India, my place, civil engineering means college opportunities are getting down.
Mhm.
Previously, this much vacancies are there, seats are there for civil engineering. Now, due to lack of demand, that seats are getting reduced because the people, mostly the ladies, female, they used to go to civil engineering. Male, some part they used to go to civil engineering. That's the trend happening there.
Mhm.
Civil engineering is a branch. Everyone feels it's for female,
Mhm.
and a lot of female people are ladies are coming to civil engineering field, and the male students, they are not into that. The seats are getting reduced. A lot of new institutions, they don't have civil engineering wings,
Mhm.
and previously civil engineering is considered as one of the major fields,
Right,
but now it is into a deteriorating stage,
right.
and people are not willing to take civil engineering, and these type of things are happening. If someone is not getting any other branch, they will go to civil engineering, and if
Mhm.
after completing the civil engineering they can take campus interviews, and they can directly join an IT company with after one year basic training, they can be someone into an IT.
Right. That's true.
And civil engineering, the seats are getting reduced, and people are also after completing
Mhm.
whatever is there. They after completing the course, they are going into campus interviews, and they are getting selected to IT based companies, and they are developing their career in that field.
Right, right.
After that, there is something left. Some people are left,
Yeah.
and they are trying for jobs, and they are getting jobs in civil engineering company. The thing is that. Uh, they are getting the wages, the salaries.
Mhm.
An IT engineer is getting this much salary, but the
Yeah.
civil engineer is getting not that much salary.
Right,
IT engineer, they can sit simply in an air conditioned atmosphere and do the job, but civil engineer, they have to be in the raw atmosphere and do the job.
right, right.
And they used to go in the morning, and they don't know when they will be back to their guest house or sleeping accommodation. And that is the thing, that is the difference. The payment level also, IT companies are but the payment is better than, but in civil engineering company the payment is less,
Mm. Yes.
and they are all into it, and some people in the middle of their job, they will not be able to feel that much pain, and they will leave the job.
Yeah.
And after over one, if one someone is passing out at the age of 24, uh, uh, 2024, by 2027 you will get only 10% remaining in the
Yeah.
civil engineering field. Only 10% people who are passionate, and they are back in the field, and they used to stick on in that field. Others all leave.
Yeah. I
This
agree
is
with
the
you.
personal, this is the personal experience in our company also, in my previous company also. A lot of students, we get a lot of students in campus interview, but after 10 days 50% will vanish
Mm.
because they don't be able to cope up with that atmosphere, and what they are thinking in their academic field is not the civil engineering. What they are seeing at site, they have to go to the hot weather, they have to go to the
Right.
heights, they
Yeah.
have to go to the through the ladder. There's a
Mm.
lot of physical thing and all, and people are not into that. They are not able to manage with that, but
Right.
still some people are surviving. They're doing.
I agree with you because one of the things it's it's definitely a weird thing because with AI and data, a lot of things like there's a big push in the US where a lot of data centers need many nuclear reactors to be built in order to supply the energy that are needed to run a lot of these systems. And it's like there's this high demand for construction engineers, civil engineers, project managers to work on these projects where infrastructure is always a big thing, where roads need to be built. And it's like you need civil engineers, you need laborers to do that. But everybody kind of values what's like right in their face, but they can't see the long term to be like, okay, hey, we need to see further. We can't just be right here. Like we got to think about tomorrow and 30 years from now. But it's like, it's a weird thing because like in some ways you have to consider the right now, but I think too many times it feels like right now is being discounted for what's going to happen after this. Like after we look at what's on the front page, like after the big story, after the like celebration, everybody gets excited for the ceremony. It's like, then what? Like, then what's important? It's like people will get mad that, oh, the roads are messed up, there's potholes here and there. And it's like, yeah, somebody's got to be out there in the hot sun and doing it. It's like, thankfully, there are technologies being worked on to keep people out of harm's way. But it's like, you still need people that care about it to do a good job to where it's like, okay, hey, if this road is fixed, let it last 2 to 5 years with as much traffic as it's getting to where it's not just people road rage. Oh, I'm mad, I'm angry. It's like, okay, hey, you can be mad, you can be angry, you can be upset, but realize that in order for you to leave your house to get to where you got to right now, a civil engineer was involved in making sure that your lights worked, making sure that you had water to brush your teeth, take a shower, all of that. When you got out of your house, like the contractors did a good enough job to where when storms come through, the building's not falling on you. Like there's thought and intention behind it. And I just say all that to say, despite things looking gloomy, it's good to still be able to reach out to other engineers that I went to school with that are civil engineers, structural engineers, transportation engineers, geotech engineers that are still passionate about it. And then seeing you all the way in India that's taking the time to showcase, hey, here are new technologies that are being used. I think it will inspire maybe that 10% to continue making the differences year to year to really keep the world kind of turning because it's like ants, you don't see them unless you get bit by them, but ants are always like these farmers that are working underground to replenish the soil and make things work. And like I think in a symbiotic way, civil engineers do a lot of the background work that isn't really appreciated until you see it like in scale and grander to be like, wow, that's why that matters. And I thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview with me today because I think you really highlighted on a lot of good points, but the main thing I thought you hit on the nail is if you're not passionate about it, don't do it because otherwise it's like better to give your best effort rather than just we'll just kind of try and then you got to redo and redo and redo. It's like, hey, either give it all you got or just don't do it. But it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this
Yeah,
interview
thank
with
you.
me. You're very welcome.
Thank you.